All right, so with these videos, I'm going to go over the questions that we had on our quiz, and these are all past IB problems. So we're given a quadratic function, we can see it points down, and they've told us this is the equation. So looking at this equation, we don't know C, we don't know B, but here, this negative in front of the x squared, that's telling us that our A value is -1. Remember, A is the value that's in front of the x squared, the coefficient of the x squared, so here it must be -1. Okay, we keep reading, we intersect the y-axis at the point 0, 5. Well, here's A, that's the point 0, 5, that tells me this y value must be 5. Remember, the y-intercept is also the C value. So my command here of write down C is 5. Okay, let's keep reading. Has its vertex at B, which is 2, 9. Well, it has its vertex at B. This tells me I could use vertex form. So vertex form, remember, is A, x minus h squared plus k. My 2, 9, that's my hk. So I can come down here, plug in everything we know. Remember, we know that A is -1. So -1 times x minus 2 squared plus 9. Now I just need to expand this so that I can figure out B. So -1 times x minus 2 times x minus 2 plus 9. -1 times x squared minus 2x is going to be minus 4x. Negative times negative is plus 4 plus 9. Now I distribute my negative and collect like terms. Negative x squared plus 4x. That's going to be minus 4 plus 9 is plus 5. And we already knew that the C value is 5. So now we can see that the B value is 4. That's one way to do this. So we could have used vertex form. The other way we could have done this is that we could have drawn in our axis of symmetry. So this is going to have the equation x equals 2, because that's the x value. We also know that the equation of the axis of symmetry is -b over 2a. Well, we've said that x equals 2, so 2 equals -b over 2, and we said the a value was -1. So now I can just solve this equation. This is -2, multiply it to the other side, I get -4. So then I would have -4 equals -b. Therefore, b is equal to 4. So now I know my b value. I had two different ways I could have done it. So this is the alternative method of finding b. Find the x-intercepts. Well, now I know the whole equation. Even from my vertex form, I could have graphed it this way. So I'm going to come in and graph my equation. So let's clear this out. We know that we had -1 times x minus 2 squared plus 9. My window, I definitely don't want this window. I'm just going to pick a zoom standard for right now. Let's look. Okay, so I can see my x-intercepts are at 1 and 5. So letter C here, the x-intercepts are -1, 0 and 5, 0. And then D is telling me to write this in root form. So this is going to be my 5. The plus is going to be my -1, because remember, it's always opposite sign. So f of x is negative x minus 5 times x plus 1. Again, here's a way I could have seen my a value as -1 as well. So there's the first question.